So hi everyone, it's me, Shadow Lefty here, and so for today's reaction slash video, or video reaction, I'm going to be doing a reaction to, which I have had done reactions to this channel before, and yeah, and which is Mr. Nightmare, and this video is going to be disturbing videos from the internet. And yeah, and I don't know if YouTube's going to be rather be having me like blur out the faces, but by chance I'm just going to be seeing how well this will go. But besides that, yeah, so I'm gonna start it just to not be having this as long as my normal videos usually would be. Well, the intro.
This is a little compilation of some pretty creepy videos I found on the internet the past couple weeks. A TikToker by the name of Eon June was exploring an abandoned nursing home one night for the thrill of it, planning to post it to his TikTok. Little did he know he'd capture more than he bargained for. In the darkness, he could see a figure further down the hallway walking across, and immediately knowing it looked like a person, he turned around and left. After getting home, he tweaked the brightness of the clip, and this was what he saw.
Oh. Yeah, I think
he returned to the nursing home later that night with a friend this time, recording once again, trying to catch something else on video in that same hallway. This is how that went.
I swear I saw something down there. Zoom in a little bit more. I'm trying to. Right there, right there, right there. See it? Remember? What the? Oh, what the?
Oh.
I saw that. That was actually a person. Bro, I'm not joking. Let's go.
Oh. Gosh dang it. Well, everyone, that's gonna be it for my reaction to Mr. Nightmare, disturbing videos. Bye-bye. Bye.
That was actually a person. Bro, I'm not joking. Let's get out of here. Come on. Hold on. Demon? No, dude, that's actually...
Oh, yeah, now you're scared that there's...
That's actually a person.
The two are both apprehensive about moving further into the hallway where there was once again a black figure seen walking into one of the adjacent rooms out of
I
sight.
can heal him down. I'm not fucking playing.
I can't hear anything, dude.
You're an idiot.
You're fucking crazy.
No, I'm not. Guarantee you 100%. But walks past again, it's a real person. This, I'll throw it at him. Whatever it is.
As the two friends are making their way back out of the hallway, they hear a terrifying scream that barely sounds human, and the video cuts right there.
Yeah, there's nothing there.
Hey, let's go.
Alright.
I know I saw something, and I know I'm not fucking crazy.
Security guards can see some pretty creepy things while working the overnight shifts. In this video, a security guard is left confused when he learns of a new employee he wasn't informed about. However, when he's shown the security footage capturing his perceived interaction with the new employee, he discovers something pretty terrifying.
Hey, watch this, y'all. This man, he called his boss asking him, why didn't y'all tell me they had a new employee, right? He constantly looking back, right? He's talking to somebody, right? Just watch, this is creepy. Look, having a whole conversation with somebody, right? Saying that somebody came and he dapping that person off and everything. Now see, look, y'all see when he dapped them off.
That's perfect.
Look what happened.
I was like, oh, it really
he
is.
dapped them off. You see that shadow? And then the shadow goes over here and he pulling the chair out for him. He swear to God, he sat there and had a whole conversation with this person. He moved over talking to him and everything.
This apparently isn't the only time this exact scenario has happened. In this next clip, which was filmed by a coworker of another security guard through a CCTV feed, the guard can be seen talking and gesticulating as though having a conversation with someone in one of the building's corridors.
Who is he talking to?
When asked by a coworker over the radio who he was talking to, the guard replied that he had been chatting with a woman named Miss Abigail, who had asked him about a man named Mr. Griffin.
Dispatch to 329.
Is Mr. Griffin's first name Peter?
Yes, sir. Who are you talking to?
I'm talking to a lady. I saw her walking by the door, and she said she's looking for Mr. Griffin. Her name is Miss Abigail.
Once again, I just want to be knowing: is Mr. Griffin's first name Peter? I just want to know.
Did you say Miss Abigail?
I want to be knowing.
Yes, ma'am. She says she wants to see Mr. Griffin, and I told her that the canvas is closed, that she should come tomorrow morning, and she might see Mr. Griffin.
Are you sure you're saying Miss Abigail? Like, she's been passed on for 2 years now.
Come again with that, please?
Miss Abigail is she died 2 years ago.
Oh, and her ghost.
You mean you can't see the person I'm talking to?
No, there's nobody in front of you at all.
As his coworker quickly pointed out, however, Miss Abigail had died 2 years prior. In the comfort of his own bedroom, a young man is practicing piano, ironically the Silent Hill theme song, when he sees this. If you didn't see it, look closer at the reflection in the TV screen.
Oh, yeah.
A black figure can be seen sitting on the bed in the reflection of the TV, but when he turns to look, and when he turns back to the TV, the figure that was there 3 seconds ago is no longer there. Witnessing this while practicing the theme song to Silent Hill would surely be an unnerving experience, to say the least. A man starts to hear his wife's voice calling him from downstairs. The problem is, the man is home alone while his wife is away on a trip. She hadn't been home for 2 weeks at the time this was recorded, and he should have been home alone. Along with the calls from his wife's voice, there's the repeated sound of a door being slammed shut. A security camera in the house shows another angle capturing the door making this noise, being opened and closed seemingly by itself. And while all of this is going on, the rotating horse carousel music box in the TV stand starts playing music by itself. Some people suggest this could be a skinwalker, disguising itself as the man's wife. Others suggest it's just a straight-up demon, which was summoned by using the Ouija board also tucked in the bottom of the TV stand.
Which I've always wanted to actually use one. Not one of the mobile ones. That, let's be real, it's not actually. Or the ghost detector apps. Like, unless you guys want to be seeing me play the
whatever it may
ghost,
have been, sure made for a creepy video.
Detectors.
The Kinect was a discontinued accessory for the Xbox 360 and Xbox One. It contained an active sensing depth camera using structured light and a color camera. It was intended to be used as a controller-free game controller, tracking the body or bodies of one or more players in its field of view. The Kinect is able to pick up when a new person enters the room and recognizes body shapes. In this video recorded by a man's Kinect camera, you can see him going to sleep on the couch as the Kinect camera produces a stick figure that tracks his movements. However, at some random hour in the night, this is what shows up in the video.
Huh? Are you gonna be able to show this on my channel?
It seems as though someone materializes out of thin air and approaches the man sleeping on the couch. The figure leans over, watching the man sleep, and then slowly and ominously approaches the camera before the video ends. Oddly enough, there doesn't seem to be any other actual person physically in the room besides the man sleeping on the couch. So what exactly was this Connect picking up? A TikToker named Cass started uploading videos showcasing an Annabelle's Hugs doll she received as a gift. The doll was purchased on Amazon, and right from the start, Cass felt like something about the doll felt alive.
You guys, I didn't buy this fucking monkey. It was a gift, so you could stop asking me why the fuck I would buy the monkey. I didn't buy it. The person who bought it got it off of Amazon. It's an Ashton Drake doll, and maybe possessed as fuck was not in the description, so... You guys, I just noticed something crazy as fuck, and you're all gonna think this is so insane, but I just took out the certificate of authenticity for her, and you're not gonna freaking believe the name on this thing.
Huh. Oh, Annabelle.
Are you shitting me?
Perhaps just an unfortunate coincidence that the doll shares the name of the popular horror
I'd be
movie
sending
doll,
it back.
but it is definitely
That's
something
how-
to
if you can do
acknowledge
that.
after seeing this video that Cass recorded of her taking the doll out of the box.
Oh my fucking god, I swear to god, this thing just fucking looked at me. Oh my fucking...
Uh-huh. Oh.
The doll's eyes momentarily turn to look right at Cassidy. What makes this even more disturbing is that the doll's eyes are not supposed to be able to move.
Also, for the people who say, oh, just her eyes are supposed to move. I have those dolls. When you pick them up, their eyes move. Her eyes aren't moving. They ain't moving unless she just blinked right there. I don't fucking know.
If you have any creepy videos you want to send me, check the description for my email.
It's gonna be longer than I was, but disturbing dash cam videos with backstories. I'm just gonna do it.
In this footage submitted
But I
by
hope
Jason,
you all don't
something
mind.
happens that if it weren't caught on dash cam, you wouldn't believe it. It was around 1 a.m. Jason was on his way to what he thought was going to be the house of a woman he matched with on a dating app. The person had given Jason their address over the app. They had not exchanged
I'm just gonna let it
numbers.
play.
After putting the address into his phone, he realized that not only was the address 20 minutes away, it was also in a less desirable side of town. Against his better judgment, he got in his car anyway to head to the given address, which was in a cul-de-sac. After entering the cul-de-sac, he realized all 3 houses had all of their lights out, and when he tried to message the girl he matched on the dating app, she would no longer answer. After waiting a few minutes for an answer, he realized the person had unmatched him, meaning it may have been a trick or prank, and so he turned the car around. As he was leaving the cul-de-sac, he noticed someone on the sidewalk stepping out into the street, and so he locks his doors and slows down. This is the footage captured on the dash cam.
Yeah, that's a huge red
The
flag.
footage is kind of grainy, so it's hard to make out some of the smaller details. But basically what happened was Jason slowed down as he saw a masked person walking into the middle of the street, immediately knowing something was
Wait,
off
were they
because there was
masked?
nothing across the street except a busy highway. So he locks his door and comes to a stop as the person is directly in front of his car. Then the masked person reaches into his pocket, grabs a handgun that's a little hard to see in the video due to lighting, and starts running towards his driver's side door. Jason immediately steps on the gas and drives past the man, who then tries to open the door, which thankfully was locked mere seconds earlier. It's hard to see unless you pause and zoom in, but the man in the video was wearing a creepy smiling mask. The man didn't fire any rounds, but that's also under the assumption that the gun was even loaded or real. It's not that uncommon to hear about people using fake guns in scenarios like this. What was strange about this was while even though it was in a less desirable end of town, it was still a very residential block right next to a highway. So it was a slightly questionable place to pull this. However, it doesn't take a detective to put the pieces together that this was a setup through the dating app to lure some unsuspecting guy to a dead-end road in order to rob him at gunpoint, or worse. According to Jason, the spot in which the man stepped into the street was out of view of any houses, as it ran alongside a long fence and bushes. Jason reported the whole incident to the police, including the given address. Jason was accompanied with a police officer to knock on the door of the address in question the next day, and an older woman who claimed to live alone answered the door. She claimed she had nothing to do with it, and that's obviously pretty likely to be the truth, meaning a random person simply chose that address because the street was low-key and hidden, debatably a perfect spot to try and set somebody up. Luckily, Jason didn't decide to stay put and got away without harm, because who knows what could have happened. Before the next clip, I just want to talk about today's sponsor, Aura. I read a lot of horror stories on this channel, but a growing horror story in America that more and more people are falling victim to is identity, or go to Aura by unusually high winds. Flames erupted in a remote area with steep terrain that made access to the fire difficult for firefighters. Crews spent 3 days working to create a containment area lower down the mountain. Helicopters flew overhead doing bucket drops to attempt to slow the spread of the fire. On the 4th day, winds picked up and the fire spread, but the Gatlinburg fire chief said projections showed no immediate threat to Gatlinburg. Despite the predictions, on Monday, November 28th, dry weather and extreme winds caused the fire to grow rapidly. That evening, wind gusts of up to 87 miles per hour sent embers flying into Gatlinburg, wreaking havoc on the city and surrounding communities. Town officials reported that evacuation alerts were sent out to residents' cell phones, but many residents said they never received any alerts. 14 people were killed and 191 people were injured in the fire. The flames destroyed nearly 2,500 homes and left an estimated $2 billion worth of damages. Resident Michael Luciano recorded his and his stepbrother's horrifying escape down the mountain. During the drive down, just about every single passing cabin is seen engulfed in flames.
Oh, God.
Yikes.
Lord. We'll get out of it. Hit the gas. I can't see. You can see. Why is every cabin on fire? Fuck. I don't know about this. Dude, this started at Natty Branch. We're going the wrong way. What? Oh, God, that was a beautiful cabin, too.
Oh, dang.
And at multiple points, the two men find themselves stuck behind fallen trees.
Go through it. Go through it. I can't. I cannot be stuck. I try it on the left side where these sticks are short, get a running start.
Even at one point getting stuck behind another driver, which happened to be an old man who rolled his window down to tell Michael that he couldn't see.
Does this motherfucker want to die here? What the f*** is wrong with you? Go! Get the fuck out of here!
The old man ended up pulling to the side and following Michael's taillights down the mountain. At certain points, it seems very likely the men aren't going to make it out alive. But by some stroke of luck, they made it to the containment area with only minor damages to their truck. Their luck didn't just end there, though. Their cabin survived the fires with very little damage, despite its close proximity to the surrounding engulfing flames. While this footage can almost make you feel like you're in the truck with them, it obviously can't compare to the actual fear of being in the suffocating heat inside the truck mixed with tension of the life or death situation at hand. In this footage, a young girl who wished to remain nameless, so I'll refer to her as Amanda, was driving home from her boyfriend's house. She had just pulled out of the driveway and started heading down her boyfriend's block when a car in the middle of the road came into view. The car wasn't moving, but didn't have its hazards on, so Amanda waited for a few moments until the driver in front of her lowered his window and waved for her to go around him, so she did. Upon passing the car, she quickly realized the car behind her started moving as well, which at first wasn't too weird, but it became clear very soon that the car was following her after it started making the same turns she made. She started to make as many random turns as possible, and sure enough, the car behind her stayed on her tail. She then calls her boyfriend, which I muted at her request for privacy, and she explained to him that somebody was following her. He reassured her to keep calm and everything would be fine, and to just drive to the nearest police station. So she looked up the nearest police precincts, and when they were only a few blocks away from it, the car behind her turned the opposite way, likely because they knew she was going to the police station. Still on the phone with her boyfriend, she told him the car behind her turned a different direction, so her boyfriend assured her she should be fine to go straight home. Just be cautious. Amanda drove home after this, which was in the same town, so it was unlikely to be a long trip home. She even checked to make sure the coast was clear before parking her car and going inside. But later in the night, she woke up to this.
What the fuck is that?
Amanda heard sounds right outside her bedroom window, like someone was trying to lift it open from the outside. Once she turned the lamp on, the noise stopped. She called for her dad when she realized what was happening, and the occurrence was immediately associated with the vehicle that was following her earlier. So the family called the police to file a police report and showed them the dashcam footage of the vehicle following her. The vehicle could be identified as a BMW, and Amanda was asked if she knew anyone who owned a BMW that might want to hurt her. The only person she could think of was a guy named Christopher Crea, somebody who she blocked on social media for obsessive harassment, who happened to drive a black BMW. These were the last texts Christopher had sent to Amanda before she blocked him. Christopher happened to know Amanda's boyfriend personally through mutual friends, and through those connections, he knew where he lived. So the idea that this Christopher guy waited outside Amanda's boyfriend's house suddenly became a possibility. As an idle threat, Amanda's boyfriend sent an Instagram DM to Christopher that she was filing for a restraining order if he bothered her again. But his response was him acting confused and claiming he hadn't bothered her. Whether it was acting or not is a mystery, but nothing happens again at Amanda's house after that, so it doesn't seem too far-fetched that it could have been this Christopher guy. The following dashcam footage was taken in the vehicle of Uber driver Christina Spikuza.
Yeah, okay, so like, if I really chose to, I could just finish this video, but I'm going to be pausing it here. Not ending it straight away, but I'm ending it here. But yeah, so I technically did two reactions to two of Mr. Nightmare's videos, and yeah. So if you all enjoyed my reaction, please be leaving, well, once again, I kind of say this a lot, let's just say 2 thumbs up, and yeah, and please be making sure that you hit that subscribe button, and also doing the same thing to that bell that should be right next to it, and yeah, and also before I truthfully end it, I will be leaving a link down in the description to the 3 links down in the descriptions, but mostly one just to Mr. Nightmare's channel, and possibly 2 links to both videos. But yeah, but with all that said, I hope you all enjoyed, and I will see you all in the next video.